Welcome all our fans and viewers out there here at the Disability Channel. Welcome to the TDC Today Show USA from out of Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, I am from Milwaukee. I am Kurt Roskoff, and we are pleased to give you another exciting episode, as all episodes are here at the Disability Channel. And today we're going to have a guest by the name of Jim Turk, who I met out of Madison, Wisconsin. And I also want to give great accolades to my co-host here, Casey. Casey, you want to say hi to our audience?
Yeah, hi everyone. It's great to be here. This is my debut show on the USA Today show, so I'm very excited to be here.
Very good. So we're going to get started here. We're aiming to highlight some things from out of Wisconsin and kind of get a lot of this Showtime stuff here from the USA. We're really growing and expanding here in the States, and I'm excited to have my state, the state of Wisconsin, on board. And where I am out of the Milwaukee market, we're going to really deliver some strong stuff here for many to follow for years to come. So an exciting pioneering effort we have here. And for right now, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages for our guest, Jim Turk.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel, the world's only inclusive channel for and by persons with disabilities. I just want to let everybody know that we are now live on Roku TV, the world's largest IP platform, and it is a free subscription. Again, the Disability Channel is live on Roku TV, the world's largest IP platform, available in more than 27 countries around the world, and it is a free subscription. Subscribe today, the Disability Channel.
All right, welcome back, and we have ready to roll Jim Turk from out of Madison, Wisconsin. He's a contact that I have been able to converge to because I was involved in bringing adaptive water skiing to the state of Wisconsin, and in my efforts in Madison, I connected to the Madison Spinal Cord Injury and Issues chapter, and it is through that I heard of Jim, and there's a mutual connection by the name of Autumn, and so on and so forth. So things in disability advocacy brought us together, and Jim, I learned right away without having met him yet that he's very involved and successful in advocacy and fundraising with the MS Society. And I also know Jim for his musical talents. I heard of what he was doing with drum circles and with the Madison Spinal Cord Injury and Issues chapter. He was at a meeting where my family and I got to experience that drum circle aspect. So Jim, you want to go ahead and give our audience a little bit more of what I learned of you and what you're doing these days?
Sure. I do a lot, as Kurt said, for the MS Society. So I do a lot for the Government Relations Advisory Committee and for the District Activist Leader Group, things like that. But I also do a lot for the local Walk MS in Madison and fundraise and things like that. I was actually Activist of the Year a couple of years ago now. It was actually just a year ago, probably in 2019, but they gave it to me in December. But I see Kurt on an almost daily basis because I do something called the 12 o'clock shakedown. And this is something many of us with disabilities were probably in our experiencing during the quarantine. We were all finding that we were moving a lot less, right? We were more isolated than normal. And that I realized was happening to me, and my abilities were really declining fast. And so I started doing this 15 minutes of music and movement. I call it the 12 o'clock shakedown every day. And it's at noon. And Kurt joins me. He's one of the many people who join me. I do it on Zoom and on Facebook Live. So it's always going. So yeah, I keep pretty busy both in the in the drum circle realm. I guess I do some stuff for Arts for All Wisconsin, which brings arts and music to people with disabilities. So I do a drum circle there every week still, and I have for the last 3 or 4 years. Things like that. I just stay really busy.
All right, busy indeed. And Casey, you have been able to experience this busyness a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
Emily and I got you connected into Jim's 12 o'clock shakedown, introducing him as the Big Cheese, and some of the friends have fun calling him King Turk. But you want to give the audience a little bit of your experience with the shakedown, and then I think you've got a question for Jim, right?
Yes. So my experience with the shakedown was I loved how interactive it was and how it got me moving. It's great to get exercise even when you're sitting down. You don't realize how much you can do, how much exercise you can do just by sitting. So that really impressed me. Jim, one question I had for you is I know you're working on a new bill out there in Wisconsin for the disability community. Can you tell us a little bit about disability voting and the current legislation?
Yeah, the current legislation for voting for people with disabilities, it's just like actually a nationwide effort. Now we're hearing about it in Texas. It passed in Atlanta, and basically it's a series of bills. It's 6 that were proposed in Wisconsin that are going to take the rights away from a lot of people, but especially people with disabilities. And we're talking about things that things like ballot harvesting, which is a kind of a I don't know, it brings bad thoughts. Ballot harvesting, right? It's a interesting choice of words, but really what it is people transporting ballots to the ballot box for people that can't do it themselves, right? So a lot of these things would make it harder for people who don't drive or who have a problem with transportation to get to the polls. Sometimes you have to drop the ballots off at a ballot box, and they're limiting the locations of those, which is going to be very difficult for people with disabilities. They are limiting or trying to eliminate absentee ballot voting, and that's one of the bills. Which, I mean, I personally, they send one to me automatically for every election, and I love it. But it would just be too hard to get to a ballot place and stand in line and all that kind of stuff. I just wouldn't be able to do it, so I wouldn't bother. So there's a lot of legislation currently in Wisconsin and probably a lot of other states as well to really restrict the voting rights in an effort to eliminate the rights of people that would vote in a certain way. So we just want to make sure, especially in Wisconsin right now, call our legislators and tell them we don't approve of what's happening, and please don't, we're a constituent, please don't vote against voting rights for us. But the ballot harvesting and things like that are all things that we need. So that's one of the main pieces of legislation I've been working on right now.
Excellent, important stuff. It's a pleasure to have the Disability Channel here, able to get out some of this awareness on things that are real for folks at home and building the future of Wisconsin. So it's great to be of service for the voters and building this voter beware and these calls to action. These are needed things to inspire people to call their representatives. So Casey, what do you think? And what's the next question you might have for Jim?
Yeah, so my other question for Jim would be, would you have any advice for people who are currently living with MS or know someone that is living with MS?
Yeah, I mean, it's always really valuable, I think, to go to the MS Society website, National MS Society, and they have a chapter in most states. I guess states that don't have a real high population, they have more of a regional thing, so they might have a couple states involved. Well, Wisconsin for sure has their own chapter, which I'm also very active in, but they have a lot of resources on their website for just things that you might have questions about, simple things. But they also have what's called the MS Navigator service, and so you can call that up and ask them any questions you want, and they will do their best to get you an answer. So it's all just super, super good. But we have support groups in Madison that I help with, and around the state. I know people that run all those support groups really. So it's just a really easy thing. I'm a really easy contact for that. But the MS Society in general in Madison, or it's actually nearer to Kurt than it is to me. It's in Heartland, Wisconsin, which is nearer to Milwaukee. So, but it's a lot of fun. I think that's a great first stop. But certainly, I could point you in any direction in terms of getting help or getting assistance that you need, stuff like that.
All right. It's always a good idea to have many resources and ways for people to advance their own personal agenda. And so I've been very involved in the advocacy community here in Wisconsin. Jim and I know a lot of mutual contacts that are part of this activist network here in the state of Wisconsin. So much to share here. Casey, what would be another question that you might have for Jim on all this?
So can you expand your role as a district activist leader and as a member of the Government Relations Advisory Committee?
Sure. District activist leader, that's more sort of at a federal level. I do a lot of stuff. I'm on a MS activist network where they just send out emails and anybody can be on that. And, you can take, we're talking like 2 minutes out of a month that it might take you, because what they'll do is they'll just send you pre-printed letters to send to your legislators, and your legislators are going to be your senators and your local Congress people at the federal level. And so that's something I do, but I take it a step further. So I often meet with them during non-quarantine times. I meet with them in DC, and one of the days of the conference, we actually go to Capitol Hill and meet with our Congress people and tell them the bills that we're most interested in at that time. Like right now, we're working on telehealth, which is obviously very relevant to everybody, but really people with disabilities and people with multiple sclerosis during the quarantine. And I'm really a big research guy. Research funding for the multiple sclerosis research program, which is run through the Department of Defense, stuff like that. So that's a district activist leader. The Government Relations Advisory Committee, which I'm chair of now for Wisconsin, has to do with more local politics, more state-run politics. And because I'm in Madison, I'm in the capital city, it's easy for me to make it up to the Capitol, again, not during quarantine times, and meet with legislators or testify in meetings and stuff like that. But also, I make enough contact with my local and federal legislators that they know who I am. I can meet with them on a pretty regular basis, and they know who I am. They call me by name. Like I was just talking to Mark Pocan, who's at a federal level, he's my member of Congress. And, I was talking to him about all sorts of stuff, but, he just wanted to know how I was doing, just me personally, as well as all of the other stuff that goes along with it. So you make a really personal relationship with these people. And I always feel like that carries a lot more weight when you're trying to get something accomplished.
There we go. It's music to my ears to feel that we're doing all this for fueling future accomplishments. Again, everybody, you're listening to the TDC Today Show here from the USA out of Wisconsin, and yours truly, Kurt Roskoff from out of Milwaukee. I'm pleased to be here with Casey McKay, my all-new co-host. We're looking forward to exciting stuff here at the Disability Channel, and we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to come back and tell you a little bit of what we've got up our sleeve. Back after this break.
Are you currently on the Ontario Disability Support Program? If you're interested in social media marketing, TV production, podcasting, and or getting off assistance, contact Jay Stoyan at 647-339-6847 or jay@thedisabilitychannel.ca. The Disability Channel, showcasing abilities.
right, welcome back to the TDC Today show from out of the USA, from Wisconsin. We're back here. Casey, did you have a final question for Jim, or did we get everything in?
We got everything in that I wanted to get in.
All right, so big thanks to you, Jim. Thanks for everything you do out here in and around Wisconsin, and anything else that some of the conversations we've had. I know your work goes beyond Wisconsin as well. I think you've spoken to things you've done at the federal level and with our federal representatives. Thanks for doing it all, and we're looking forward to being back at the Shakedown tomorrow at 12 Central. So,
You bet.
So enjoy the rest of the show, Jim, and the rest of the day. And so we are going to share a little bit of Casey and I being ambassadors. So, Casey, do you want to give a little background on how you came to be an ambassador, and what does it mean to be our ambassador here at the Disability Channel?
Sure. So I actually did my college internship with the Disability Channel, and that's how I came to be an ambassador. And I started off as an editor, and I've since gone on to be a producer, and now got hosting experience. So it's just led me to a whole bunch of experience, and I'm happy where I am now, and I can't wait for more fun things to come my way, hopefully.
All right, and likewise. So yeah, you and I are coming at things from a little different angle, but I think that's a point about the ambassador program. Is there's many ways that folks could plug into our ambassador program at the Disability Channel and help us share this tremendous platform and help on that networking front, because this is a unique thing. Because in terms of having a platform that is television based, can include radio, do all this podcasting, and it's entirely devoted to be by, with, and for people with disabilities, and then to be showcasing abilities, which means, it's for everybody. So does that sound about right from your vantage point, Casey? Is that why you're excited to be here? Or?
Yes.
Okay. So, and are you aware of any other platform in the world that does what we do here at the Disability Channel?
No, this is the first platform I've seen that has that much of a plethora of opportunity.
You're correct, and so you're correct. I share that experience. I've known of this platform for about 14-15 months, and in my work in disability services, disability advocacy, I've never seen anything like the Disability Channel. It took the Disability Channel a handful of years to reach me, and I picked it up through LinkedIn. So the great work on LinkedIn by the Disability Channel is what brought me forward, because when I learned of it, I was like, I am ready to roll. So, and I'm excited to see the work in inclusive hiring, that the Disability Channel is not just an inclusive employer to hire people with disabilities at the Disability Channel, a big player in job-ready training and having employment programs in media, so that wherever somebody with a disability want to go off and work for, we here at the Disability, we help all of that. And we also take a concerted attention in the veterans community. And I need to do a little bit of a check-in here with our production crew. Do we have Anna Maria Bliven ready to go? Founder of Onward and Upward and founder of Prosperity Pathways. I met Anna Maria Bliven through the Madison Mutual Aid Network in our community work out of South Central Wisconsin. And she also does some work in Central Wisconsin and some interest in developing things in my market, the Milwaukee market. And so we're really working together to tear it up here in Wisconsin. And Onward and Upward is proud to be a fiscal agent for us here at the Disability Channel. So all of the opportunity here for the Disability Channel to support nonprofit work and to have the constituents and patrons in the USA support the nonprofit benefits here at TDC, Onward and Upward is making that all happen. So I'm looking forward to bring Anna Maria in here. And so as soon as our TV. Here we go. We have Anna Maria out in the Evergreen area here. Welcome, Anna Maria. How is your day going today?
Hi, can you hear me?
We
Yes.
hear you good.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm working with some friends here that need my help today, but I'm taking a moment to say hello to everybody and to invite everybody to the first Veterans TV show that is debuting this coming Wednesday, April 7th. We are going to be taping live in this studio from 12 to 12:30 Central Standard Time, and invite everyone to stay tuned. And if you can't be with us as we're taping, that's fine. We'll restream and you can see us whenever you want. But what the show is going to do is tackle issues and situations that warriors, those that are serving, and veterans, those who have served, face every day. Issues with employment, with housing, with families, with relationships, credit, money matters. Oh my goodness gracious. The very first episode is going to be all about credit. How can we get it, build it, restore it, and play the game to win? Our guest for the first episode is someone who found all of that out with trials and tribulations, but is now sharing it with other veterans and wants to make sure that you know what to do. So don't miss it. Our first episode ever, April 7th, is when we tape it, and we will let you all know when you can see it. Thank you to the Disability Channel for the opportunity and the privilege of bringing this information to our veterans.
Absolutely. Our pleasure. And thank you, Anna Maria, for all of your work that being a veteran represents, you being one of our veterans, and what that means to our nation and the world, and that capacity that you have served and continue to serve in, and all of your commitments here at the Disability Channel. We truly are grateful for your kind heart and your servant leadership and attitude, and we're looking forward to a tremendous future. And the show coming up on April 7th launching of this veteran show that you have put together for all of us here. And so Casey, what's your perspective in terms of veterans and the show opportunity? And we have one of our, compadres of show hosting. What are your thoughts, Casey?
Yeah, I just love that the Disability Channel gives us opportunity to veterans, and I just wanted to ask Anna Maria quickly, what do you get out of this? Like what privilege do you get out of this, doing this?
I am so glad you asked, because for 13 years of my 26 years, I had the privilege and honor of serving other soldiers and helping them develop their military and civilian careers, so that I was basically just a support that helped them through their military experience. And now I get to do that again as a retired master sergeant, taking care of my soldiers, airmen, Coast Guard, Marines, naval personnel, and just taking care of what they are going through to make it through. So thanks for asking.
So great job, Casey. You really got this right on the money here. Captivating this exciting news, and really going to turn a corner for us here at the Disability Channel to have all of that support and enamor for our veterans, and to have somebody with such expertise like you, Anna Maria. It's a great privilege. I know we've talked kind of, in the last week about all of the different details and structure you have for months to come. So we're just not kind of sort of coming out of the gate this week with this. This is coming full force, and Anne Marie's taken bring it on, bring it to me. And if anybody has any suggested guests, if people want to offer to be a guest on the Veteran Show, they can reach out to you, right, Anne Maria?
Yes, they can. And every month has a theme. Mission blank possible. So what goes in between the blank is the theme. So April is Mission Money Possible. May is Mission Mental Health Possible. And June is Mission Fun and Games Possible. So I'm only going to give you a taste of the first 3 months, but rest assured, all of those theme months have topics that go along with it. So obviously, in April, Mission Money Possible, what are we going to do with first? Credit, because credit can make or break you. So that's the first one. The second show is going to be all about how to make it and manage it. So did I give you enough to want to tune in? I sure hope so.
Yeah, wonderful thing we call the T's in the TV business, Anna Maria. So, so I hope we did accomplish that. I hope we teased our TDC Today audience, to want to follow all the social media and all the live streaming and everywhere that this veteran show goes. Anna Maria, you want to quick just give your website so that people can hop on the website to follow that?
Well, we have a web page that goes on onwardandupwardinc.org. And you'll find it in the More section, and it's the very last one, Veterans Onward to Prosperity. We also have a Facebook page, Veterans Onward to Prosperity.
Very good. So plenty of resources to kind of get that feeding of the appetite going for all of our viewers and listeners out there. And let's not forget about the disabilitychannel.ca, a great place to follow everything that we talk about on these wonderful shows. And as you're witnessing right here, we're adding on to the already great programming. We're making incremental growth in providing more listening and viewing pleasure for everybody out there. Thanks, Anna Maria. We know you're always busy, multitasking, lots to do. So we'll let you go, and we'll look forward to Wednesday. It'll be quite a day. Thanks again,
See
Anna
you
Maria.
Wednesday.
Sounds good. Take care. All right. So with all of that, we've packed it in pretty tightly here at the moment. And so we're going to take one last commercial break, and we're going to come back for a wonderful wrap-up. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Stevens for the Disability Channel.
An inability to break out. I'm sitting by the door on the second floor, losing my 7-year war. It's not an illusion, so why the exclusion?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's about you. So,
you say you're a disability dynamo.
Joining me, and welcome to this beautiful Travelers Championship.
I only want one accolade from you.
So my story is unique, it's amazing, but it's not anything that you guys don't have inside of you. I'm not a hero, I'm not anybody special, I'm just this guy without legs that went out, and I just did it.
Stats outweigh the Democrats, the diplomats, and the bureaucrats.
This is probably your first interview down on the ground on your butt and stuff like
First
that?
time ever,
All
baby.
right.
Eliminate and validate and validate and validate.
Stay with us and the Disability Channel.
All right, welcome back. Again, I'm Kurt Roskoff, co-host of the show with Casey McKay. So, Casey, are you having any fun at all doing this show right now?
Oh yeah, I think I learned so much today about the Veterans Program, so that was really enlightening, and I think I'm gonna go check that out.
All right, very good. So we were talking a little bit of the ambassador program. So, my quick synopsis on how I'm sitting here right now is, again, I alluded to, I found the Disability Channel on LinkedIn. Through LinkedIn, I went to the website, thedisabilitychannel.ca, and I went to the contact information, and then with the phone number there, I was able to give a call and talk to the founder of the Disability Channel, Jay Stoyan, and I was telling him about an event that I do every year, and I asked him to cover the event, which ended up being an all virtual online event. The Disability Channel was there last October 31st, and in my learning the width and breadth of everything going on here at the Disability Channel. I have invited the idea, which is coming true here, that I help the Disability Channel build a future here in the USA for sure, and anything I can do to help between the US and Canada. So I'm guessing that's a little similar to your ambition here, Casey, is you want to be a part of the team to grow this into the future, right?
Yes, and working with the Disability Channel, I also want to get my voice heard and to show people what I can do rather than what I can't do. That's what it's all about, Kurt.
There you go. So everything that we do here with our programming and our shows is available on Roku and Facebook and YouTube and all of these great live streaming platforms. And so with the video and audio available in archives and recordings. So we hope you're all enjoying to consume all of this through all of our social media. Feel free to send us messages and reply to our posts and help get that activity going for everything available online. So other than that, Casey, any other information you want to give out for our show and for the Disability Channel?
I just want to say that the Disability Channel does a great job at showcasing abilities, and I can't wait to see that continue for years to come.
Yep, I agree with you. So we provided out a lot of great messages. We'll look forward to our next episode here at the TDC show, all of the TDC Today's shows, and for sure what we're doing here in the U.S. and out of Wisconsin. Thanks, Casey, for being my co-host to help us build this Milwaukee, Wisconsin future right here on this platform. And feel free to reach out to me anytime. Kurt Roskoff, you can find me as well on Facebook, and Google me and send me an email. Kurt, K-U-R-T, at thedisabilitychannel.us is the email I'm using to keep in touch with all our fans out there. So with that, I think, Casey, we're about ready to wrap this up, unless you had anything else.
No, I'm good. You can go ahead and wrap up.
All right, we got the all clear. My co-pilot says let's sign off. So until next time, it's Kurt Roskoff and Casey McKay right here at TDC Today, USA from Wisconsin. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Take care.